Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Reclaimed Ranch. Today I'm going to do something a little different. This is a really old fridge. It's still working great. It's just not very pleasing to the eye. So we are going to decoupage on it and make it look a little bit better. So I've already painted it about 3 years ago. I painted it black with an all-in-one paint, but I'm going to go ahead and use my TSP cleaner because fridges have all kinds of grime and dirt and all kinds of like fingerprints and oils, so I really want to make this nice and clean. And then I'm going to take my paper. This is called Heart Horse from the Whimsical Collection decoupage paper. And I need my white surface for it to pop, so I'm going to use DIY's White Swan. And I only do one layer. I just wanted enough to be able to show all the colors of the background of the horse. And so we're just going to do one coat, and then I let that dry, but I want to make sure I have enough room for the whole horse. And then I'm going to use my Fusions Decoupage and Transfer Gel, and we're going to do the same thing as we normally would on any surface. We're going to do a starter strip, and then I'm going to take my paper and line it up. I'm not one for measuring a lot of the time, especially in my own home. I just eyeball things. So I'm just going to start it and make sure it's lined up as much as possible, not crooked. And then I'm going to use my hand from the middle and go out. And that's going to be my starter strip. A lot of people get worried about the wrinkles from it being folded, but most of the time those come out. So if you're worried about it, you can iron them out, but that's just time wasted in my opinion, because most of them come out anyway. So we're going to keep working, and as I do that, I do my strip of decoupage medium underneath, and then I go from the top, middle, down. And that's, you can see right there, it's going to take out most of those wrinkles. And I accidentally ripped it right there because this is the actual decoupage paper, and I've been used to using my rice paper, which hardly ever tears. So be very gentle, light-handed when you're doing it with your decoupage papers, and continue to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to use my heat gun to go ahead and remove any of the other trapped air bubbles in there. And then I will go ahead and use that transfer gel as a top coat and seal in the piece. And then the fun begins. We're going to be blending paint out on the rest of the exterior part there and make it look like a portrait. And I had my little helpers right next to me the whole time. They always get so curious and wonder what I'm doing. And this is for my paint blending. I'm using my Stahlmeister round or oval tip, I believe, and it's number 201040. I actually think it's a round. But anyway, these are great brushes for blending paint. And I used, all of the paint I used was going to be from Walmart. It's the Waverly chalk paint. And I just took the colors in the background and kind of figured out what paints I could use. So I have like a gray, a black, a tan, a couple of browns, and then I just used those colors to blend in towards the horse. So I just use it like a stippling motion, very, very lightly. And that light is what's going to give you those soft edges. And also using water helps kind of blend in those colors together. Some people blend with a flat brush, but I like these round edges. Now this brush is from DIY. It's also a round brush, very, very soft. So I used both of those brushes in different areas because some of them I wanted it to be a very soft blend. Some of it I wanted it to be very noticeable. So those are the two different things. The other Stahlmeister brush is very stiff. And so it makes a little bit of a difference on how you blend your paints. But you can mix and match all these colors in and get the color coordinating towards your colors on the paper. So it's just a really fun process and very relaxing for me. This took just over an hour to do complete from start to finish. So, but it's just a fun way to dress up your refrigerator. If it's an old one, I obviously would not do that if I had a nice stainless steel one. But we're gonna wait till this one kind of peters out before we spend that kind of money on a new fridge. So again, we're just going in with the different colors. And another technique is using a paper towel. That also takes out a lot of the extra paint, but it softens those lines as well. And so if there's an area that you don't like, it's too dark, always just use a little bit of white to lighten that up. Or if you need a dark brown, go in with the dark brown and black colors, and then you can get your different shades and tones. And then I'll show you how I fixed that area that I ripped in a little bit. I wasn't too alarmed because I knew I could fix it. So yeah, so we're just going to continue on. I'll let you listen to some music and enjoy the process. Okay, so here's where I fix that rip. I'm just going to take a little artist brush and kind of take some paint in the shades that are there and just lightly cover it and blend it in, and it makes it a lot less noticeable. So that's the nice thing about if you do a tear or anything, you can go ahead and just blend in some of the colors, and then it looks as if nothing ever happened. It's like magic. And then you can see up in the ear there's some color that's not black. So I'm just going to take my black and kind of shade in some areas and make it look like it was meant to be a little bit darker on the ear. And then I'll cover those up as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I know that you guys wanted me to do some more blending technique. So this is definitely one that I wanted to show you. And if there's different projects that you want me to try decoupage on that you normally wouldn't, let me know. I can be the guinea pig for you. I love being able to teach and help you guys grow in your own creative crafts. So then we will need to seal up all this chalk paint. So I'm going to be using DIY's Big Top, and I will do 2 coats because it's a refrigerator. There's lots. I've got my grandson that comes over. He's 2.5, so there's lots of fingers and things touching. And with it being just newly painted, I just lightly, I load up my brush pretty good, and I just lightly go over so that I don't spread the paint around. And if I do miss areas, that's why I go in with 2 coats, so you can always pick it up on that second coat. So let me know what you guys think, and I just love how it turned out. I'm a horse fanatic, and my husband loves it, and I think it's just something unique, one of a kind, and I am in love. I don't know what to say, but so fun. So much fun to do, and I hope you all enjoy, and we'll see you back on Friday for some more thrift flips. Have a great week. Bye.